Welcome to month 5 of the $1,000 Camper Renovation Project. This is definitely taking longer than we had originally planned, but it's been exciting seeing how this project is coming together. We were not expecting to find as much water damage as we ended up having to repair, but the walls are finally getting attached and things are starting to come together. This month I'm also realizing that I'm going to need to replace this window. There's a break in the frame there. Luckily that's a fairly easy part to find online. If you have a similar problem, I've got a link to the part that I ended up ordering in the description below. This was also a very busy month visiting friends and family. We took a break in the middle of the month to celebrate a friend's birthday at Willie Taco in Spartanburg, South Carolina. We also traveled to our tiny house camper set up at Lake Royale over near Raleigh, North Carolina. We spent a little over a week there before traveling to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and catching a cruise out of Miami. We spent another week sailing around the Caribbean, but really the reason that we like going on cruises and what we did for most of the week is we relaxed in the spa. Then we returned to Miami just in time for a car show and 2 pina coladas. We had a little bit of extra time to kill between the time that our cruise ship arrived in Miami and before our flight took off. So we got to stroll along the waterfront and check out the car show, and Barbie and I shared a coconut over by the beach, in addition to having lunch before we took off. When we did get back to the mountains of North Carolina, we met with some friends and they introduced us to Baked Pie Company in Asheville, and we had the most amazing flight of pies. If you're ever in the Asheville area, I highly recommend checking that out. And finally, we wrapped up this 5th month with the camper renovations, getting the walls coming together and being able to start laying the floor in order to keep everything moving forward. Now that I was starting to put things together, we purchased a small compressor, and that has been very helpful with this project, and because of its size it will fit nicely into our tool storage area in the tiny house that we're putting together with this $1,000 camper renovation project. At this point, between tools and parts, we've got about another $1,000 that we've spent on the components going into the trailer. So we've roughly doubled the value of this trailer now, but it's still a steal, and I think you're really going to like how it's starting to come together.
Alright, welcome back to our tiny house camper renovation. Let me show you where we're at today. It's been a while since we shot any video, so this is probably skipping over a lot of steps. But we now have our floor laid in the room, and we are working on putting the walls back together. You can see this one. We have the window and we have the paneling in place. The outlets are reconnected. The window is reinstalled. We still have the back that we have to do, but it's coming together. The ceiling has been put back in. You can see where the water damage was. We've got that all fixed up. Still don't have the lighting hooked up yet, but we did put in the vent cover. And we have this other side that we have to do this wall. That's going to require taking out the window. In this camper model, this metal frame around the window, the only way to take it out is to take the window out, and the paneling goes in behind the frame. So you have to take the frame out in order to put in the paneling, and you have to take the window out in order to take out the frame. So We've already done that on this side. This window is reinstalled. And we're just going with some wood paneling, which we will paint at a later date. And sorry for the background noise, we've got a fan running in here because it's a rather warm summer day.